I forgot to unmute my mic. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the TMM podcast with myself, the Mighty Miner, and Blade 1266. We do occasionally have technical difficulties. First, was I forgot to unmute my mic. Alright, anyway, introduce yourself.
Oh.
That's a good introduction right there, people.
Wait, when you said my name on my end, it was like really, like it froze for a bit, so there was not much lag.
Bad computer, wow.
So it sounded like it said Blade itch. I was like, who the fuck's this?
Okay, anyway,
Oh,
first point, what have you been up to this week?
College, mostly.
Yeah, same. We actually found out the work this week, which was which mostly consisted of the well, Wednesday was interesting because we actually did some of what's called Cisco Networking Academy. So we did actual hardware and networking rather than the other guff that we're doing at the moment. It's been fun. Today was exhausting to say the least because one thing we get at ours is what's called an industry mentoring program, which is basically like somebody from like an employer comes to mentor us.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. So I was quite nervous. The guy's pretty. He's alright. From Gets It Council was also. He's alright. I don't mind. I'm definitely gonna try and stick through it, and if it's not for me, I'll probably have to drop out. But anyway, first point of order for today. MicroQuest Patch 17 is released. You will notice that we're gonna be a bit late to the party with some of these news stories because these are last week's that I wanted to cover. But somebody nearly broke his finger. Cut it short. I know. Alright, so MicroQuest Patch 17 has been released, and frankly, I don't like it. Because they've nerfed the Archer for no conceivable reason. So, I'm going to do a live demonstration for you to... Actually, I'm going to share my screen with you, isn't it? Wait a second, I've got to get this set up. Share screens. That one. I'm just showing you my setting in my... You can see pretty much everything. Oh! No noises. Okay! There we go. Ooh, money. Right. Open TDD. The EL is the first thing I've noticed. And another thing I've noticed, I haven't fixed the issues with the icons of the mines, so when you move around, the icons don't quite up. Oh, one of the most noticeable is the background. Some supposed to like sort of time-ish, and the fact that they've moved the things like goes over here, which are kind of recessed now. I don't know why I've done that, but I think it looks stupid, to be honest. I would rather have... Yeah?
You still sound like a robot.
That's your end, and it's fun.
No, it says I got a good connection on my end.
Wow.
Connection on my end.
Wow. Nope, it's fine.
I've got a good connection on my end.
But go, oh. Anyway, yeah, they've put all of the stuff that goes out here into the treasure room, or storage room, whatever you want to call it. I don't like it. It looks stupid. I'd rather have it there because it looks like a nice little decoration for you. Another notable point from Society players last year, that they've absolutely bloody nerfed him for no reason. There is extremely reflective in my battle. We could have got Archer there. I won, he lost. Scroll down. Come on, there we go. Archer lost. Archer lost. He won. There are no of Archers. Most of the knights tend to win the game. It is open and pimps. So I'm trying to hide, but it's not for me. I prefer ranged. But anyway, shall show you what I was meaning by they've missed the... Oh god. What? Shit. Something. We look into the defeated slap.
Huh?
Huh?
Did you say something?
I'm just talking. Yes, I'm about to say something. It's a podcast for a reason.
I'm sorry, I can tell you because you sound like a freaking android. It's like,
restart the type hole. Yeah, I gotta do bloody everything around here. Good lord. Welcome to the TMM podcast. We occasionally have technical difficulties. Hello.
There we go. It's a bit better now.
Hey, could you not have done that? That wouldn't be so much easier. Anyway,
But then you would have said, oh, and then we could do this again. So basically, we would have the same repercussion if you think about it.
not really. Okay, come on, man.
So, what's the next topic you were asking me?
I haven't. I'm still doing the demonstration of
Ah.
problems with when I'm streaming. Oh god, Leah's got which I'm not a fan of because these are more powerful than the tears, and they hit hard. Well, the Dr. Skulls don't hit hard, but the creatures they produce do. And oh, this will actually give me a good demonstration. You see that? See that weapon? It does very good sort of distribute damage. It can hit multiple things at once, basically. I can't do anything! Stop working! Click isn't working! Please! Please! Oh god! I'm screwed here, friends. This is it. Oh wow!
Death by Death by
That's my beta game, yes. This tactic's so good. Did I just...
It's like they don't even bother anymore.
Okay, I need to get around and kill those Dr. Skulls. Use a headshot. Bang! Yes, got it. There's health up there. There's health up there! I need that! And it's not working again! Around. Oh, there's a... Oh, come on! That health despawned just as I was gonna... Hi!
Hacks.
Oh, hi guys! How are you today? Right.
Oh,
Right, you're gonna die, your friends. Give me bastards. Okay, he's gonna hit me. I'm gonna fail. Okay. Especially in this situation. This is my point. Anything which just light is to spawn defenders. That is going to be the bane of the Archer's existence. Because now it can't deal with large amount of enemies. I don't want to go back to that because I'm already 3/4 of time down. Kill him! Kill him! Kill him! There we go. Kill him! Kill his little snot line, which is pretty good. Pretty easy to beat. I'm probably not going to reach the treasure time, which is a concern. He's put a slide burst. He's put the mines in the way. Oh, Count Snotty. Here we go. This should be fun. Okay. Okay. Dealing with this, are we? This is what we're going for. Shite. This is it for everything. Nope. It is. Come on, get the door! Quick, no! Fuck you. I literally just defeated the boss as soon as I got. As soon as the timer. Son of a bitch. Anyway, so yeah, what I'm trying to get at here is it takes a while to deal with a lot of enemies in a hurry. That's what I'm getting at. And that I'm not a fan of. Also, they did introduce another. Oh, I keep using the OpenTDD controls. I'm too used to it now. Been playing it the past 4 or 5 days.
Get it right.
Best part of a week. Anyway, so they've introduced a workers cabin, but they've implemented it in a way that I don't much like, because to get more workers you have to pick blings. That was all well and before because it was like 10 blings to get the first worker. Second level of it, let's have a look. 500 blings. Going from 10 to 500. What?
They couldn't be bothered anymore.
What?
Something tells me that.
I don't really want to be buying premium currency before the game's actually out, so I'd rather not pay 500 blings for an extra worker. I mean, 2 workers works for me if you pardon the pun. It means I can do things simultaneously, which is pretty handy. I can upgrade that one. I can upgrade 2 of my mines at the same time.
You can combine mines.
No, I can upgrade it at the same time, you nonsense. Stop trying to troll me, you're not very good at it. It's not smart, it's not funny. I'm gonna have a look to upgrade any of my creatures. I can get chickens to level 3. I don't really use chickens though, so anybody got time for das? Actually, can I upgrade my Zeke? Is that the guy that's on the wall now? I don't know. I I think these are Jimbo, not Zeke. That's Jimbo. Where's Jimbo? Does he get upgraded to Zeke?
Maybe.
I'm gonna try it. Congratulations, your upgrade is now tier 2. I think that was... No, it wasn't. They're still playing old Jimbo. Jimbo's further down. Really? I've just spent 7,000 life for something I'm not using. Anyway, so yeah, that was the that was update 17 for the MyQuest 4 loot. And frankly, I don't like it, and I hope to God they sort all this out. Just due to the fact that it's shit. Okay, yeah, I'm just having this list, and some of these stories are old as all hell. iOS 7 has been released. Yes, yes, we are covering that now because we can. So,
because we can.
I'd like to get you more involved because, I mean, I've been running my gums for about the best part of 10 minutes now. So
In all fairness, I haven't played Mighty Quest, so I
yeah,
can't really comment on it.
So what do you think of iOS 7?
I thought it was actually canny, to be honest. I'm actually trying not to say this during the stream because, with my iPod, the way it is.
Yeah, it's not getting upgraded, I know that.
Yeah, I was actually hoping that I could, but I needed something to find.
Oh, you know Apple.
I know.
Of course, I'm going to support devices for more than a few years.
Yeah, true.
Uh-huh.
I thought it was good design. Yeah.
Well, that's
Your opinion?
complete contrast, to say the least. If you want, let's just say, if you want a better experience with the same design, get Android. Because to put it bluntly, iOS 7 at the moment is sloppy as all hell. And there's actually a Tumblr thing. I think it's called sloppyui.tumblr.com. Something like that.
Because iOS 7, I was like, my iOS that I had before, which I think is iOS 6, I can't remember.
Yeah, you'll be on iOS 6.
Anyway, they promised that we would get Siri. That never happened. That was total bullshit.
Yeah. Alright,
and
so
this came, so
yeah,
like,
this is the correct Tumblr thing. It's just basically got a whole of screenshots saying. Oh, wait a minute.
Connor, can you share your screen, please?
What?
Can you share your screen? You
Well,
forgot
just
to share
look
your
at
screen.
I haven't.
You have. I can't see your screen.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Wait a minute.
If you don't recall, I had to call again.
Yeah, no, I had to call again.
Fine, you had to call again.
Ah, god damn.
Want to word it that way? Go.
Yeah, I'm gonna word it that way because that's the correct way. Anyway, so this is the many different things that's wrong with iOS 7.
I have the urge to do a sarcasm clap.
Some of these. Oh right, that's that's a big issue. It's mostly the iPad's definitely having issues with iOS 7, unfortunately. Like with this one, where the status bar is actually down the side as opposed to on the top. Strange, very strange.
Then again, Apple is very strange, so you can't really judge them on this part.
Indeed. Code what? Okay, I don't see anything wrong with that one. Missing tile. Oh yeah. So yeah, it's very unoptimized, which is very unlike Apple. I mean, to me, I personally think Apple is heading in a new direction because with things. Since the death of Steve Jobs, it's been going in a completely different direction. Steve Jobs didn't want the iPad mini. That happened. iOS 7 wouldn't have happened if Steve Jobs was alive. So, all of these things, it's just. It should have been thought through a lot more, to be quite honest with you.
I totally agree, really.
I mean, I'm just having a look through this, and it is unbelievably sloppy. Oh god, what the? Okay.
I was gonna say, I was like, what the hell was on there?
Yeah. So it's unbelievably bad. I don't know what happened with Apple, because usually they're known for having very polished hardware and very polished software that both work together effectively to give the user a good experience. Now, I personally don't like the experience, but that's beside the point. So I don't know how this happened. It's just I don't understand it.
No, it'd be funny.
What?
Do you know how the people, when we did our last podcast, like, sent you an email?
Yeah.
Yeah, imagine if they sent you an email saying, if you're thinking it's that terrible, why didn't you design it? Like, start an argument with you.
I don't think they would, considering they've got nothing to do with Apple whatsoever.
No, but it'd be funny though.
Well, on that note, we could the PrioVR. It has actually had a price update, which is a big announcement. I'll have to get it up. Kickstarter. Wait a minute, where's Kickstarter? This is not my Kickstarter project of the week. We will cover that near the end of the podcast. Wait a minute, I've got to try and find it. I should really put links into the notepad document. PrioVR. Especially when my browser's being janky as hell. Ooh,
I can't wait for one of the topics.
Yeah.
I have a certain thing I'm going to say, which is going to be funny.
Yeah, we've got this to look forward to.
Yay! It's like Gladys when
Yay.
she says that she's going to... Oh, no, it's Wheatley that says he's going to try to kill you.
Yeah. Oh, these people, bloody... This bloody Davith. Wait a minute. This isn't the update.
I was saying, I thought you were going to say this bloody Pontius, you know?
Bloody Pontius. You gotta watch the watch the Trying 2 video on my YouTube channel in order to understand that. Where's the bloody...
Yeah, because Mr. Mining Mainly here kind of finds it really hilarious.
Pontius.
Especially when one of the people like gets really pissed off what I did.
Yeah. Alright, here we go. So, actually... Oh, fuck's sake. It's actually better represented on a YouTube comment than I got. Oh, look, you get to see all of my YouTube data. Yay.
Dun, dun, dun.
Alright. So, here we go. Yeah, YER Technology has updated the price for the delivery dates for the suits. Price drops for the PrioVR Lite. It's going down from $475 to $349. And for the PrioVR Pro, it's going down from $650 to $399. This is due to the fact I think they found, what was it? I think it was a new manufacturing thing. Yes, new manufacturing process. So they're able to bring the price down due to the fact that they were sort of basing the prices on their YEI3 space sensors, and with this they're able to simplify it, so they are able to bring the costs down and bring the release date forward, which is very good indeed. But personally, I don't know whether this will actually... It depends. I don't know. I think, to be honest, most people will be wanting to buy this in conjunction with the Oculus Rift. I personally will hopefully be getting that. If I do get the Oculus Rift, I will most likely get this as well to accompany it, because it does look like it would sort of give that total immersion factor.
I get what you mean.
Yeah. So I will most likely buy this alongside the Oculus Rift, and I'm imagining most people will be doing the same as well. Because, I mean, I don't see many people using it with, say, like, just their PCs in general, like, sort of put the game on the TV and sort of have motion capture and stuff like that. But it does have, it seems to have many more uses to it than just with the Oculus Rift, which is, it'll help it take off if it does release both before the Oculus Rift. Actually, wait a minute. No, it won't. What am I doing? I'm talking out my arse. I've just noticed something. This enables us to bring up the release date in May 2014. I think the Rift will most likely be released before then. So I'm talking out of my backside. At least I can admit it. Anyway, so yeah.
I'm not gonna say it wouldn't be the first time. I'm not gonna say that.
You just did. We're gonna slap around the mutton chops the next time I see you, good lad. Okay. Anyway, so BBM for iOS and Android still not released. Well, it is for some on iOS. It's released. They had to unfortunately pause the release due to the fact that there was a leaked version of the app already available on the Play Store. Well, not the Play Store. I think it was available externally because there was a whole load of... The Play Store was rampant with fake BBM apps, which were most likely malware, so I stayed well clear of all of that. I will endeavour to get the the post up. I'm following BBM on Twitter to see if I can find out when they will be releasing. They said it's most likely not going to be this week. It will probably be something hopefully be something next week if not something that they can't actually get it fixed. But we'll see. We'll definitely see.
Yeah, we will. Really.
Here we go. I've got a really dry throat. Actually, I'm just going to grab that extra kind of Dr. Pepper. because I am thirsty as hell. And podcasting, it's very thirsty work. Especially when you got to talk non-stop for the best part of an hour. This is fun.
That's true. That's true.
Okay. Anyway.
No, he's back. He's back in action.
Yeah, I didn't leave. If I had to go and get a drink, if I had to go downstairs and get a drink, I would most likely just do it during the break anyway.
True.
Anywho, so here's the bit we should be interested. Whoa, okay, if it selects properly.
Try not to highlight it all.
Okay, last week an unreleased older version of the BBM for Android app was posted on numerous file sharing sites. We were aware of an issue with this unreleased version of BBM for Android app. This older version resulted in volumes of data traffic orders of magnitude higher than normal for each active user and impacted the system in abnormal ways. The version we were planning to release on Saturday addressed these issues, however we could not block users of the unreleased version if we went ahead with the launch. Which begs the question, why the hell, if they were aware of the leaked app, why in the heck and jeez did they not actually block that app before they even started the rollout?
I'm assuming because they're idiots, but that's my assumption.
Pretty much everything with BlackBerry at the moment is an absolute fucking car crash, and that's why it's going under.
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't like the Blackberries. Like I said, you also said this. The only good thing was BBM.
Yeah. The only attractive. It's not only me that's thinking this. Is everybody. I'm like, they're like, ooh, I've got a BlackBerry. I'm like, why the hell you got a BlackBerry? BBM. I'm like, yeah, you can't say that for much longer. Well, it might be for much longer, considering the fact they can't release it yet. It's just, it's an absolute shambles. I was hoping to talk about it in last week's podcast, but obviously I couldn't.
You're gonna keep on bringing this up, aren't you?
No, it's not that fact. It's the fact that it wasn't released, you nonce. And I was thinking I would be able to cover it this week, but it still hasn't been released.
Should we go on the next topic then, since it kind of is based like with this?
Yeah. On the notes of BlackBerry, the BlackBerry 30 is going to be released. I think it was tomorrow.
Yes, I think you're right.
For just over £500. What?
I still think that price is ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not as pricey as some Android and iOS devices, but still, who's going to pay over £500 for a BlackBerry off contract? I mean, it is a phablet, so it's kind of understandable.
I'm gonna assume an absolute idiot.
Yeah.
That's just my assumption.
But I mean, this might be the saving grace for BlackBerry due to the fact that it has bloody good specs. It's got a. Actually, I'm gonna try and get it because I can't remember them. I know it's got a quad-core Snapdragon processor. BlackBerry specs. That's what I want. There we go. Just switch that over. Yep, there we go. Right, we have 5-inch. Actually, I've got a table for it, or is it just all? Here we go. Dual core. Somebody said it was a quad core.
Dual core.
Dual core 1.7 GHz Qualcomm Snapdragon S4 Pro processor with quad core Adreno 320 GPU. Not bad. 2 gigs of RAM with 16 gigabytes of storage and a micro SD card slot. Very good. 5-inch 720p screen, 295 ppi. Very good again. Super AMOLED. Very good. This is sort of like the same, similar screen to what's on the on my Galaxy S3. 4G capabilities. 8 megapixel rear camera. 2 megapixel front camera. GPS. Bluetooth 4.0. Accelerometer. Obviously, that's pretty much a given in phones these days. 2880 milliamp hour non-removable battery. I would usually be concerned with the fact that it's non-removable, but with 2880 milliamp hours, that is a very high capacity. So it would, with BlackBerry's crap software, it would most likely last for pretty much the whole day.
Like I said, I actually looked at the new BlackBerry. I thought the design was canny. Don't get me wrong, I like the design.
Yeah, it looks good. Pardon me.
But for some reason, it reminds me of my iPod in a way.
Yeah, it's got the similar sort of layout.
Yeah.
So
I was thinking whether copying the kind of designs in a way, not like fully copying, but
I wouldn't say so.
Okay.
So I was thinking, I want your opinion on this. Do you think that if BlackBerry made the switch from BlackBerry OS to Android running on their devices, do you think that would actually save them?
I think it might, but I'm not really sure.
I think it will be. There would definitely be a contender in the market because, I mean, the Z10, Z30, and at a stretch the Q5 actually look very, very good. I do personally like the design. I just don't like the software. Not only because of the fact that the software is by BlackBerry, so it's bound to be sluggish as hell. Because I think it was BB6 on my old Curve 8520 or something like that. And that was sluggish as all hell. If you try to open BlackBerry App World, you would have to plan about 15 minutes in advance just to download an app, of which there wasn't many. That leads me on to my next point. There aren't many developers for apps for it. So, I definitely think that if BlackBerry were to switch over to Android, I definitely think that would be it would be a very good jump for them, and that could possibly be what saves them. Instead of them just being like, oh, just gonna stick to your own software, even though it's shit. Why can't it just be like, oh, we're gonna put all of our good things about our software, things like BBM and BlackBerry email services and stuff like that. Why don't we just put that into Android and put it in our own custom skin? That would be better.
Connor. I actually got this question asked the day. They said about the BlackBerry. They said, "Do you think this one's better than the old one?" I was like, "You've got to be joking with this question."
By far and away, yes.
By far it is.
Yes. I mean,
I was like, the others are shit.
I mean, BlackBerry 10 is a huge difference as compared to the older versions of BlackBerry OS, which were clunky, slow. Well, this one might still be clunky. Well, not clunky. It's slow. The only thing is, it's going to be a big learning curve for anybody who's ever used even just a smartphone before. It's going to be a huge learning curve. Design doesn't have, well, it does have physical buttons like the side ones, but it doesn't have, like, similar to, say, with iOS, you've got the home button. With Android, you've got the home, back, and menu buttons. Occasionally, maybe a search button. This one has none of that. So everything's gesture controlled. So it's definitely going to be a big learning curve due to the fact that you'll be like, well, that goes there. I mean, I even find myself lost on my dad's iPhone when I want to get a menu open. I'm like, how the fuck do I do this? And I'm like, I don't know how to do it because there's no more buttons.
I thought the iPhone was kind of similar to the iPod in a way.
It is. It's pretty much exactly the same. Just got a cellular radio in it.
Fair enough.
It's a bit thicker.
I was going to mention that you can mention about my BlackBerry if you so wish.
Oh, your BlackBerry Pearl.
Meaning how shit it is.
Oh yeah, don't even get me started on that.
BlackBerry Pearl, everybody.
Yeah, the really shit BlackBerry Pearl. All right, anyway, we're gonna take a few-minute break just while I sort a couple of things out. I've also lost where my my little radio thing was gonna be. Oops.
Well done.
I think it's in this tab. There we go.
Good show.
Right, we're gonna put that one on, if I can. Sorry, I'm gonna get this sorted because I didn't bother getting it sorted beforehand.
By the way, can we talk about the PlayStation 4 thing next?
Ow, that's loud. Well, I've got the list there. Okay. Anyway, we're gonna take a break for a few minutes, so we will be back soon. Enjoy the music. What? Oh, pardon me.
I gotta go get a drink anyway.
Yeah,
so.
I'm gonna go toilet, maybe get another drink because this Dr. Pepper's not serving me too. So we will be back in a few minutes. So we will be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the TMM podcast. I'm terribly sorry for that choice of music. This is what happens when I try to get music on blindly right before a podcast starts.
Well done.
Terribly sorry about that. It was fucking horrible. I will admit that.
Luckily for me, I can't hear it.
Yeah, luckily for you, but the people either watching live or watching on YouTube once the VOD's been uploaded, they will be able to hear it. And it sounds like shit.
How to kill someone, step 1.
Step 1, put some really loud crap music on.
Step 2,
I'll find
record it.
Yeah, I'll find something better for you next week, I promise. Sorry. I done goofed it. Anyway, moving swiftly on. What was the last thing we talked about?
We said that I asked if we could talk about the PlayStation 4.
Oh, well, that's already on the list for the down, so we'll talk about it later. Valve announcements, yes. There have so far been 2 out of 3 Valve announcements. There have been 2 out of 3 Valve announcements.
Say it right.
Good evening, madam. Okay, we're back. Anyway,
We've lost insanity.
no, we were past that point ages ago. Believe me.
True.
Alright, anyway. Oh, wait a minute, I've got another burp coming on. I'll just mute my mic. Terribly sorry. Anyway, yeah, I'm full of wind. Anyway, there have so far been 2 out of 3 announcements this week. 3 announcements, Half-Life 3 confirmed and all that jazz. Anyway, so the Steam universe is expanding in 2014. Is it really? First announcement. Let's have a look, shall we? Steam OS. This is a very, very interesting OS. It's based off Linux, and it's basically... It's an operating system with gaming very much in the center. I was going to say in mind, but that
yeah, I was like, he's gonna go there, isn't
it's very much an integral. I can't speak tonight. Integral part of the OS itself. One of the biggest features that I'm looking forward to, however, in-home streaming, which basically means I can stream games from my desktop PC, pardon me, to my laptop, which I could have either downstairs in the living room or in the games room, and I can play high-end games like maybe Saints Row the Third, which couldn't otherwise run on my laptop, could play it on my laptop. So once SteamOS comes out, I will most likely be dual booting it onto my laptop, and I will definitely test it out. I will most likely give you coverage of that, either in a later podcast or maybe in a separate video on my YouTube channel. I don't know. Maybe I will. Second announcement was Steam Machines, which is basically the much-rumoured Steam Box.
I thought it was the same thing when I first saw it.
It is. It's just got a different name now. The illustration here shows 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 new Steam machines, per se. Now, everybody thought that the Piston XI3, I think it was called, was going to be part of these. By the looks of things, it isn't. Well, it's definitely not, because that rumour was debunked by Valve themselves soon after it started. So, it's going to be available in many different sort of configurations, so you sort of have low end if you have an intent on streaming your games from your main PC all the time, or if you want something that can actually run the games, you can buy a much, much higher end model. But, I mean, it's going to be pricey. I mean, the Piston Xi3, which was suspected to run games pretty goddamn well, that was in the region of like £1,200, which is expensive as hell, especially for a little computer like that. So, hopefully, Valve will be offering very, very low-end options. Otherwise, I am just going to dual boot it on my laptop and use that as sort of like an ad-lib Steam box, per se.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if it's cheap enough, I might invest in one, because, I mean, it would be so handy just having, like, a tiny little computer I could just carry around the house if I need to go. So if I want to go and play Saints Row downstairs, I can just plug my Steam machine into the projector and the surround sound and play it down there, no bother. So obviously these will be running SteamOS, and that should be alright. But it's based on Linux, so it's not going to support many games. Valve are definitely looking to support more games for Linux, but it's still not a very big market at the moment. It's a shame, really, because Linux is quite underrated, because, I mean, it can run perfectly on older hardware, which means it's not very resource hungry, so that'll leave more resources for games. And then you will, if you've got more resources for games, it will run a hell of a lot better. And it's free, so you could essentially not spend any money on an operating system and still have a gaming PC, which is pretty goddamn sweet. Also, they are releasing prototypes, as you can most likely see here, which will be given out to 300 people, free of charge. Ooh, I didn't notice that before. That's pretty good. I might actually sign up for this. But there are a few things you have to do, so...
Give me a link.
What, you want a link?
Yeah, I want a link.
Where's the bloody link? Oh, it's a bloody link. Alright.
Thank you.
Okay, so in order to join, you have to join the Steam Universe community group, agree to the Steam hardware beta terms and conditions, make 10 Steam friends, if you haven't already. Actually, I'm going to check. Have I got 10 Steam friends? I most likely have. I've got 6 online
I've
already.
only got 3.
Yeah, I've got... Okay.
Then I won't be getting this.
Yeah, I've got a fair few, so I've got enough. Create a public Steam community profile if you haven't already, and play a game using a gamepad in big picture mode. Interesting. So you have to do 5 things in order to be eligible, which is understandable. And these will be randomly picked. I'm assuming it'll be sometime around October the 25th, and then the entrants will be picked, and their Steam boxes sent to them. I definitely want to get a hold of one of these, and if I do, I will definitely put some coverage in the channel for you guys, either on here or on my second vlog channel, which I haven't uploaded anything to yet because I haven't had the need to. Actually, it will most likely go on my main channel because it's sort of gaming related. Anyway, so that has been the Steam announcements so far. There will be another one tomorrow, I think. It'll be around tomorrow afternoon. So yeah, 20 hours, 25 minutes, so that'll be around, I don't know, 5 o'clock-ish? 5, 6 o'clock tomorrow. Alright, so we're going to hang tight for that, and I will most likely talk about that next week. They've sort of got a little code going here, so the circle was SteamOS, the square brackets were the Steam machine. Now it's got circle plus circle, which means it's most likely going to be another software thing. People are predicting Source 2, which is the Source of the game engine that Valve run their games on. People are predicting Source 2, which could mean Half-Life 3.
Yay.
And if it is, I'm just trying to predict the sheer magnitude of the internet-gasm that will happen. But it's going to be a shame because since Half-Life 3 has been so hyped for so long, it's most likely going to be a major disappointment.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be very hard for any game, never mind Half-Life, to live up to the hype it's received. I mean, this sort of thing's been going on for years now. And I'm gonna wait and see if it ever happens, and if it does, I'm gonna wait and see when it's released in order to pass proper judgment. But as of right now, I don't personally think it's gonna live up to the hype. All right, 5S and 5C. We're not gonna really cover that because it's real news. The iMac refresh. Yes. Apple have finally released a refresh of the iMac with the new Haswell processors, and they are pricey as all hell, which is pretty much expected of Apple hardware. Apple.co.uk. I'm gonna get the prices. Hello, yellow Apple website. That's just strange on so many levels. Why am I getting Sky messages? Okay. Wait a minute. I'm gonna check this. Okay, there are many a link. Anyway, I'm gonna. Oh yeah, I was going to check the iMac specs. This is all over the place today. Okay, iMac. So this is the UK website, so it'll be in pounds, obviously. Okay, you've got to get past all of the guff. There we go. Configure your iMac. So the base model with the 2.7 GHz quad-core Intel Core i5 with turbo boost up to 3.2 GHz, 8 GB of RAM, 1 TB hard drive, and Intel Iris Pro graphics, £1,149 for the base model. That's the 21.5 inch version. The 27-inch 3.4 GHz Core i5 with turbo boost up to 3.8 GHz, 8 GB RAM, 1 TB hard drive, NVIDIA GeForce GTX 775M with 2 GB of video memory, which is actually quite good, £1,749. Maybe I'm going to try and turn Skype to Do Not Disturb, because I keep forgetting to do that. So, yeah, as usual, Apple's doing their usual overpriced thing. That's one of the things that Apple hasn't lost over the years, is their, pretty much their overpriced stuff. But if you've got the money, go ahead. I'm not trying to stop anyone, because I do like the look of the iMac. Well, I like the look of Macs in general. They are beautiful machines, and I like the software. I just can't afford it. I'm not going to bash Apple and their Mac line just because I can't afford it. So it's very interesting. They have obviously the new Core i5s, which are in all of the Macs. They are the new Haswell processors, so they will obviously be more efficient and all that good stuff with the Haswell. I'm only saying that because I don't know much about the Haswell processors because I haven't looked into it. I'm getting out of breath. Do you want to talk about something on the list?
PlayStation 4, why not? Because
Alright.
anyway, so.
Alright, I'm gonna kick back and let you take the show for a little while.
Alright, fair enough. I found out apparently that this was ages ago, by the way, since we were meant to do it on last week's.
Yeah.
That it won't be released in Japan until 2014.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, like I was going to say, sucks to be them.
Well,
But
I think it's going to be a strange move by Sony, because Sony is a Japanese company, rather. It's not,
like I said, sucks to be them.
I know, it's weird. Also, do you want to talk about the capturing via HDMI?
I'll let you talk about that because that seems a bit like I don't know about this much.
Making me talking shit. Anyway, so yeah, PS4 is going to support video capture via HDMI in the future, so it's not going to support it on release. This means that they are going. I think they're only doing this because they will be sort of trying to find a way to limit the recording, because the only reason why they the HDCP standard, which is basically HDMI encryption, so you can't capture it. The only reason they introduced this was because obviously the PS3 drive is a Blu-ray drive, so then you could you could rip perfect sort of copies of Blu-rays off that using a normal capture card.
And it makes it a little bit easier, I would say.
Yeah, it will make it very easy for pirates. So that's why they introduced the HDCP standard. Problem is, it made it not only difficult, but if you did it possibly, then it would be illegal to record from the PS3. Due to the fact that you can actually get HDCP strippers, which will take off the encryption so you can use the footage, but doing so is illegal. So if you wanted to capture any footage from the PS3, you'd be breaking the law.
Oh, isn't that fun?
So basically, they're going to have fully locked down HDCP on release. They are looking into finding a way to turn the HDCP off when you're playing games. You can still capture gameplay footage, but you won't be able to obviously capture Blu-ray footage.
Yeah.
So it's very good looking into that, because there are a few people out there who want to capture games from the PS3.
I understand.
In other PlayStation news, the PSVR TV is a thing.
Yeah, actually, it look nice.
Yeah, it looks really interesting. It'll definitely be a good thing. It's sort of what the Steam machine is to the PC, what the PSVR TV is to the PS4. Because it's sort of like it's not a companion device, but it does also play like PSVR game. Well, most of them, most PSVR games. It's something like 60 quid or something. It's very cheap. The only issue is you need the DualShock 3 controller to play, and it's not included, which is a strange move by Sony. I mean,
Sony is strange.
Yeah. Well, I mean, fair is fair. Let's keep the costs down, but
True.
it's no move. They are going to be making a pack which does include the DualShock 3, luckily, because you don't have to go and buy it separately. But it will probably be more expensive than getting it separately anyway, because Sony.
Yeah.
You got anything else to talk about?
Well, you said this was going to be it for the podcast.
Well, if
I did say that I was going to add more, but
well, I'll let you take the reins for a few minutes, because we've got another 15 minutes left.
alright. Can I mention about the first controller for the iPad?
Yeah, go
With
nuts.
iOS. That's kind of not.
Yeah, of course.
Alright, fair enough.
If you shake screens, you can show the people on the podcast anything in your web browser.
Alright.
I'll stop my screen sharing.
Get it up. Alright. Steam's trying to act itself up. It's going for it. Anyway, stop, Steve. Get out of the way. Steve. Live of me.
Having some
So
Steam
this
issues.
is apparently
I'm gonna get the window. Right,
okay.
Add screen region. This is the problem with doing this live. I don't get it done very quickly. You probably have to put up with the Skype controls on the way as well. Sorry about that. Alright.
Fair enough.
Okay, take the reins. I will just
Okay.
be sitting here.
Apparently, Apple is.
Wait a minute. I think the thing.
You know, I'm trying to say something.
I think the screen sharing's froze because it's sort of like got steam fading out.
Do you want me to try again?
Yes. Oh, welcome to the TMM podcast. We occasionally have technical difficulties. This is one of them.
Are you serious? Well, let me share screen now. Let's me share screens now. Okay, here we go. Can you see it now?
Yep, it's working now.
Okay. Anyway, as I was saying beforehand, so Apple's made like this controller to work with iPhone, iPad, and iPod Touch. It's meant to go with the launch of iOS 7, and apparently, I think it looks canny in its own little way because it makes gaming on that thing easier, I would say. That's just my own general opinion.
Yeah.
I do, however, have one like problem with it, which is one is how they've configured the controls for it.
Yeah.
That's what I want to know, because like I would want to get it, but I would want to see what it does before, like.
Well, it's essentially by the looks of things, this is essentially a Bluetooth controller.
Yeah, I thought it was linked like that way, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, it'll be linked via Bluetooth. I don't think it'll go in the Lightning port.
I'm gonna see if I can. That's what apparently it looks like on the back.
That actually looks quite good.
And that's what it looks like on the front, which so.
Yep. I don't get how this works with iPhone and iPod Touch, though. I'm assuming
I didn't really get that at the start, and then when they mentioned that they were going to connect with this, it seemed like legit. So.
Well, I assume it's going to be a different model for the iPad and a different model for the iPhone and iPod Touch.
It's different sizes.
Yeah, of course. I'd be worrying if the iPhone was the size of the iPad.
That'd be really creepy.
That it would.
Just imagine how big that would be.
That'd
be fucking random.
Yeah.
I'll go see if I can find anything more. I'll just stop sharing for the current part.
Alright.
If I remember correctly, I was going to talk about like the Apple and iMac getting an update on processor and graphics, which
I've
think
already
you
talked about it. Yeah,
yes,
I've actually did that.
I wasn't actually listening. Sorry.
You're a good slap around the face. Actually, we might just top this off now with my Kickstarter project of the week, which is the cheat ring, which I haven't bothered to set up a screen region for the Kickstarter trailer, so bear with me.
I was gonna say, what the fuck is that though?
I was telling you, it's an NFC ring which allows you to unlock your phone, similar to the Motorola Skip, which is like a little clip thing that you can unlock your Motor with. Problem is that was proprietary sort of hardware. So.
By the way, I'm gonna share a screen so I can see this.
Oh yeah, sure.
Kinda need to.
It's slowing down the live stream process. I'm already having issues with it. Wait a minute,
I had issues before I even shared screens.
I know, but still, you're making more issues.
Why is it going grey?
What?
Why is it grey?
Because I'm putting a screen region on.
Oh.
Alright, well, I'm just getting this in place. I'm not going to play the trailer for you just yet. I'm just getting everything sorted. Okay, so actually, I'll just put it on that one. That's that, not that one. Untick that.
Other thing.
Fix it. Anyway, so this is the Tuit ring. It is a as I said, it's like the Motorola Skip that will allow you to unlock your Android phone with NFC, so you don't have to keep putting your passcode in over and over and over again. And personally, I would love one of these because I am sick and tired of putting in an 8-digit code to get into my phone. I mean, I want to keep it secured, but I don't want to keep typing in my passcode, and I don't want to use face detection because that's a hassle to try and get working, and all that good stuff. So yeah. I will play you the trailer for the Tuit, if I can actually watch.
Show me my mic.
That would be grand, yes.
Yeah, that would be grand.
This is the trailer for the Tuit NFC ring. Enjoy.
Your smartphone. These days, it feels like your whole life is stored inside this shiny little box. It holds your personal conversations, whether it's an email from your boss or that late-night text message. It captures your intimate moments. And you probably use it to shop online and manage your finances. So what can you do to protect your privacy? PIN codes, passwords, patterns, whatever you choose, it just slows you down. That's why many people leave their phones unlocked, even though they probably know better. What if you could keep your phone protected without the hassle of having to unlock it each and every time? Introducing ToIt, a wearable, secure authentication ring that gives you the magic touch.
Hey Kickstarter, I'm Roy.
And I'm Nathaniel.
And this is ToIt. Like a lot of people, I came to realize I should keep my phone locked. But then I thought, I don't want it to be locked for me. I want it locked for everyone else. So we came up with the idea of having a key which unlocks your phone when it comes into contact with it.
And we designed this key to be a ring which you can wear on your finger. So whenever I pick up my phone, and as you can see, mine is locked. When I use my ToIt, it's open and ready for use.
Now, I use my phone a lot. Smartphone users check their phone about 150 times each day. So using a code or password for protection means you would spend almost 4 months of your life unlocking your phone.
Using ToIt means you can choose a longer and more complex password than one of these obvious codes which everybody uses. Each ToIt is digitally signed to uniquely identify you to your device. It is unclonable, doesn't require a power source, and even waterproof.
ToIt works with NFC-enabled Android devices. You can see a list of compatible devices here on the project page. In order to use ToIt, simply download our free app from Google Play Store, go through a short pairing process between your device and the ring, and you're all set.
We've worked this past year to make using ToIt a seamless and transparent experience. Right now we have a working prototype and a mobile app. We need your help to make it all happen. The funding raised will be used to refine the design of the ring, make it more sleek and stylish,
To improve the mobile app,
and to set up a production line.
please help us make ToIt a reality and change the way people protect their privacy. Plus, you have to admit, it has a nice ring to it.
So yes, that was the Kickstarter campaign page for the ToIt ring. Now, the only criticism which I have for this device at the moment is the fact that, well, there's two things. The look of it, which obviously is just a working prototype, so it's obviously not going to be the final product. Pardon me. But it's and the unlock animation, which is janky as all hell. I mean, to be honest, I would prefer it if it just unlocked the phone rather than having that stupid vault animation, because it's going to be quicker for me to put my PIN code in and get that all sorted than scanning the ring, getting it detected, and then waiting for that bloody animation to finish. I mean, it's going to be quicker putting a passcode in, surely.
What do you think it's worse than Tom's physics thing that he did in Trinia 2? He's getting you physics.
No, that's what. No, that's
That
not.
was slow as
that's
well.
not even
Slow.
related.
I was saying slow.
Alright, whatever. I mean, the style so far looks alright. Don't get me wrong, but then when it's on the hand, it looks a bit big.
It looks like your fingers growing extra big.
Yeah, it looks weird to say the least. But I mean,
How to have a fat hand? Step one.
I'll have the illusion you've got a fat hand.
Yes.
You don't just magically put the ring on and you get a fat finger. That doesn't work. So anyway, so far 139 backers. Oops, that's just slightly 30. Oh well. $4,152 out of 100,000. With 34 days to go. I sincerely hope that this project succeeds, and I can't provide financial help for them, but I can try to help in any way I possibly can. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much all we've got for this week. Correct?
Yeah, that's all I can think of.
Alright, well, thank you very much for tuning in. The VOD will be uploaded to YouTube, and if you're watching on YouTube, then this makes no sense to you. But we'll be back same time, same place next week, so Thursday at 9 PM GMT, with the TMM podcast for next week. I can't remember the date, so I'm not going to say it. So, anyway, thank you very...
Next date is Thursday the 3rd of October.
Oh, cool, okay. So anyway, thank you very, very much for watching, and we will see you next week. See you later.